What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Realistic Career Mode. This is episode number 52. We started today's episode off with 2 more bids for Lewis Warrington. I know. I've accepted about 10 bids and he's turned down every single one. I'm continuing to try and get him to the MLS. 2 bids here, one from Racco and also one from New York City. Accepted the latter. And we'll see if maybe at the 12th time of asking he'll decide to leave, but I think we all know what the answer will be there. But for the first game of today's episode, absolutely massive, possibly the biggest league game of my Everton tenure so far. Manchester City away at the Etihad Stadium. The champions won it last year on the final day, lest we forget, not for the first time over these years. And taking them on away from home, 10 points clear at the top of the table right now, heading into this game. I said at the back end last episode, this was the game where I knew if we could come through this game with a win, then I'd say for sure, there's no doubt about it, we're the outright favourites to win this. But if we were to lose this game, then I'd still be sitting there feeling quite precarious. Well, heading into the game, it did not take long for that guy to get a goal. Yeah, Erling Haaland gave Man City the lead in the first half. It was a game where I really didn't get that many chances. I find it very hard to break their defence down. My only sort of half chance came just before the hour mark here. Ryan Sessegnon, he's a big game player, Sessegnon for me, but I tried my luck there from range. Edison, pretty comfortable save. Made a bit of a meal of it, to be fair, but in the end grabbed it the second attempt. But as we were still trailing by a goal to nil, 66 minutes in, a few minutes after Sessegnon's attempt was thwarted by Edison. It's that man once again, the Norwegian Terminator, Erling Haaland, receives the ball from the knockoff there by Phil Foden and smacks it home. Those power shots, you know, they're a new addition to the game. They can be saved. They can be saved, but I do find that 9 times out of 10, if they're on target and it's from a close enough distance, you know, basically within the area or just on the edge of it, 9 times out of 10 it will find the back of the net. And for a striker like Erling Haaland, who we know is so powerful with his shots, I mean, I don't think you can really blame Pickford for getting beaten there, even though it was technically at his near post. 2-0, the final score. Man City end our undefeated run, and it means that Chelsea now cut the gap from double digits to 7 points with 14 games to go. So, yeah, I mean, I knew it was going to be a really tough game, and I headed into it and I thought, listen, I'll take a point. I will take a point, no doubt about that, but Haaland, man, just unbelievable. Absolutely incredible striker, as we all know, setting those records this year, and it's amazing to see it. It really is. I mean, can you imagine if you got to 40 Premier League goals this season? The Ivan Toney special, Samuel Bell, Erling Haaland in real life. I mean, I have to say, I didn't know if I would ever see that in my entire life. A striker getting to 40 Premier League goals in real life. When I did it with Tony all those years ago in FIFA, that was just extraordinary. But I mean, let's be honest here, man. Like, if a striker's got the chance of doing it, I mean, you'd probably say Erling Haaland. What an opportunity, right? Anyway, lost the game by 2-0. So heading into the following one, FA Cup third round. On the weekend, I was thinking, right, this is the game we bounce back here. This is the game where we bounce back. But I just didn't get the luck in this game. Now, in the Man City game, admittedly, I was beaten and beaten comfortably. But in this game, I was just not getting the luck. Both goals really unfortunate to concede. First, Tosin Adarabioyo, former Fulham defender, misplacing his pass and Fulham getting their lead through that. Then we levelled it, and then the second goal, a tackle, a deflection, and Fulham go back in front. I was thinking, one of those games, just one of those games where the FIFA gods are not smiling on you. But DCL in this game was like, Gaffer, I ain't letting us lose. Scored both of my goals, both of my levels, made it 2-2, and there was 6 minutes to go. Ends up setting up the game winner. Iliman and Die brought him off the bench for Steffi Mavididi, and the former player comes up with the game winner in a crazy comeback game here against Fulham to make it through to the last 16 of our FA Cup. I love Ndiaye, man, and you know, we don't get to use him that much, and one of the reasons why is Lewis Warrington has been sold. Can you believe it? Couldn't wait to show you this, man. Like the 12th time of asking, persistence pays off. Finally, we get Lewis Warrington to lead to the MLS. He's gone to the Big Apple. He's off to New York City for £1 million. Finally, Lewis Warrington has left the club and we've got him to the MLS. But yeah, and I don't get to play him that much because, you know, obviously as we know, like seriously, Mavididi, you know, great goal to game ratio. Hudson-Odoi is my best winger, and Sessegnon this year has been a big game player for me. But and I still love to bring off the bench every now and then, and it's so cool when he comes up with a goal or an assist. In this case, it's a game winner as he sends us through to the 5th round of the FA Cup. I'm not even fuming how I lost that game there, so pleased to make it through and avoid that dreaded FA Cup replay, which you know I can't stand as well. So following game, we take on Marco Silva's side again, second time in a few days. Fulham once again 7 days later, this time back at Goodison and back in the Premier League. Starting the game off with intensity, unlike the game at Craven Cottage. Gallagher went down with a knock early though. That was a real blow to see that, because we're still missing Weston McKennie, of course, and now Gallagher going down as well. He would soldier on for a while in the first half, and we would take the lead as well. Callum Hudson-Odoi, just mentioned him a moment ago there. Amazing season for Hudson-Odoi. That is now goal number 9 in 23, averaging just under 1 in every 2. He's been fantastic for me this year, and another goal as he gives the lead. But Fulham would find their level up not too long afterwards. Kuto gets round his man, takes aim from just inside the area and drills it past Jordan Pickford. And I was thinking, just like the game at Craven Cottage last weekend in the FA Cup, this is going to be one of those games where it's just topsy-turvy, and it's a case of one team taking the lead and the other team firing back soon afterwards. So 1-1 on the stroke of half-time, trying to find our goal to get in front for the first time in the game. I thought for the first time in a while. Thankfully, I get a little bit of luck. Yep. Poor first touch on the edge of his own area. Sessegnon with the interception rolls it across, and Romelu Lukaku gets the goal to make it 2-1, his 14th of the season, and put us back in front right before the break. Did you see the glitch with the arms there? We saw that so recently. Oh, it makes me feel so... I know it's a video game. But it makes me feel so uncomfortable when you see that, you know, honestly. Even so, back in front in the game, it's 2-1. But again, just like the game at Craven Cottage, like the goals we were conceding, so unfortunate. Andres Pereira makes it 2-2 after a shot was blocked and then turned in from close range. That was the third of 4 goals I conceded in these 2 games, which I have to say I felt a little bit hard done by there. Really unlucky, not much I can do about that, but still 2-2. And just like in the game of Craven Cottage, an unbelievable show of resilience from the team that was trailing to battle back twice in the game. But unlike the game at Craven Cottage, it was the team that had surrendered those leads who got the 5th goal of the game, and we ended up going on to win it. Amadou Onana with a great little fake shot to find some space on the edge of the area and blast it home to make it 3-2. We're in front for the 3rd time in the game, and after I took the lead for time number 3, I was like, alright, that's it. Finish it, end it, it's done. I'm not conceding another goal and ending our position as leaders in this game. No, we are ending with the 3 points. Kefren Turan goes through one-on-one, and the Frenchman drills it into the bottom corner to make it 4-2, and that would kill the contest off. Yep, fair play to Marco Silva's side. Both of these games pushed us every step of the way, but 2 late goals there ensure we will get the 3 points, our return to winning ways in the Premier League. So disappointed I lost at the Etihad Stadium there, but fantastic response there with a win against Fulham. Well, 2 wins against Fulham in succession. First in the FA Cup away, and then at home in the Premier League. So following that, you see Conor Gallagher. He's going to be done 4 weeks, so not as bad as it could have been for Gallagher there. I thought it would be a few day injury, but even so, a few weeks for Conor Gallagher on the sidelines. Thankfully, it's come, in a weird way, it's kind of come at the right time, because we've got an international break coming, and also we've only got 3 fixtures in the month of February, so he's only going to miss 3 Premier League games, and we've got enough depth in the CM area. We've got Varela, Onana, who obviously, you know, can fill in the DM area, and then to replace Gallagher, you still got Garner, Davis, and Barkley as well, so we'll be okay. But I did make 2 new signings on deadline day. In the end, we had 13 million after the sale of Lewis Warrington, but I just decided to bring in 2 new fullbacks for depth, but also to build for the future as well. You know, with Everton, obviously, you know, we want to make sure we're protecting the future of Goodison as well, for the realism, obviously, as well, because right now we've got players in their prime and some players approaching the twilight of their careers, such as Lukaku and Pickford. We don't really have too many young talents in this team right now, so I thought I'd bring in 2 young fullbacks here, but this really frustrated me. We signed a free agent on my scout find for me called Salah, a right-back, Italian right-back, who, to be fair, looks better as a left winger, to be honest. But we picked him up on a free transfer. He shows great potential, but I found an English left-back playing for Blackpool called Matthew Lawrence, and he's done growing at 17. I was like, what? How can he have no potential at 17, EA? This is one thing I hope EA look into, because you'll see this, and I find this as well. You'll find players who are teenagers, yet they're done growing. And then you'll also find like 17, 18-year-olds that are like 87 overall or something ridiculous. It's crazy. They need to get the growth sorted in this year's FIFA, man, because it's really, really weird. Even so, 2 new defenders signing on deadline day, just both young fullbacks, both for the future, both for the homegrown ruling, as they're both 18 and under, but we'll definitely take it just for a bit more squad depth as well. But that will end today's episode of the Realistic Rumor, guys. Big thank you for tuning in. If you have enjoyed, if you had a future like, you'll have a fantastic day. The Toffee's still on top, and now furthering our lead at the top to 9 points on the back of the win there against Fulham. 14 games to go. Question is, can we stay there for the rest of the season? Well, on the back of the loss to Man City, I'm still going to sit there and say, if we get top 4, that'll do me. But that will end today's episode. Thanks for watching. Much love, and I'll see you for the next episode very soon.